get this motion blur once we go a little bit speedy. By applying these settings, it will give your footage of your motovlog a more cinematic look. Yeehaw! Oh, something just hit my windshield. But applying these settings, it looks more cinematic, which I do prefer. That's 3 levels, ND8, ND16, and ND32. Sometimes it might be overexposed, sometimes it might be underexposed. Yeehaw! But from here now, most of my videos will be in English. But you know, practice makes perfect.
Marvelous.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm gonna do some settings for motion blur on my Dji Osmo Action 4. In order to achieve this, I need to set my exposure manually, adjust the shutter speed, and lower my ISO too. I'm gonna use the 100-degree shutter rule. For example, if my video frame rate is 30 frames per second, I need to set my shutter speed to 160. In this case, I am shooting at 4K 50. My shutter speed must be at 100. If I set these settings, my camera is going to be very overexposed. So that's why I got these from DJI. It's got 3 NDs in it. It's got 3 levels. It's got ND8, ND16, and ND32. This is DJI official product, costs around $59. In Thai, it's around 1,600 baht. I got it with a bit of discount, so very good for me. You know, these are designed very well. I really recommend the DJI one. I don't recommend Telesin one. I think it's not that good. You know, these NDs, they are very high quality. It just pops right in and there. Once you finish using it, just take it off. The settings that I'm about to do is resembling human eye, you know, the motion that you get with your eyesight. By doubling your frame rate to your shutter speed, it's gonna look more realistic to your eyes. So I'm gonna show you my settings. Let's see. Now, as you can see, it's quite dark. So I'm gonna go to my settings. I'm gonna use ultra wide for the best POV motovlogging. And I already set to manual. It's like 100. My shutter is at 100. And my ISO I set to 100 also. We want the lowest ISO as possible for a clean shot. As you can see, my exposure is like well exposed, just minus 0.3 a little bit. And once I take these NDs off, as you can see, it's like overexposed 2 stops. So this is like ND16, as you can see. Yeah, so I guess we're good to go now. And I'm shooting, my color profile is in D-Log M. It's a flat color profile, so I can grade my footage later. I like color grading. Or you can set to default, normal. I'm like gonna adjust later. So I use D-Log M. I set my white balance to auto. So let's see how it goes. All right. Now, as you can see, my settings. I set the exposure setting to manual, shutter speed 1 out of 100, and my ISO as low as possible, ISO 100. And the weather condition today is cloudy. My ND of choice is ND16. If you want this motion blur cinematic settings, you need to use ND filters to block extra light into your camera. You're gonna get this motion blur effects I'm shooting in 4K 50 frames per second. So by using the 180-degree shutter rules, my shutter speed must times 2 my frame rate. So that's why my shutter speed is at 1/100. I am shooting in D-Log-M color profile. It's a flat color profile, you know. It's good when you want to grade your videos later, you know, lighten up some colors, which I like. If color grading is not your preference, you can shoot in default. My audio source of choice for today, I am using the DJI Mic 2 transmitter. It connects to my DJI Osmo Action 4 via Bluetooth. No need for a receiver, which is perfect for rainy conditions. And now it's slightly rainy, so good for that. Get this motion blur once we go a little bit speedy. Like it. Woo. Now, by applying these settings, it will give your footage of your motovlog a more cinematic look. Yeehaw! Yeah, this looks good. The weather today is quite good as well. Oh, something just hit my windshield. You know, if compared to my previous motovlog, where I set my exposure settings to automatic, I think this looks better, you know. The more work you put in your footage, it's gonna look better. But you know, if leaving everything in auto, I think it's also convenient. But applying these settings, it looks more cinematic, which I do prefer. You need ND filters to apply these cinematic settings. My ND filters is an official product from DJI. It's ND filters for Osmo Action. Basically, it's for the Osmo Action 4, but it works with the Action 3. And it's a little bit pricey, around $59 US. In Thailand, it's around 1,600 baht. If you're in Thailand and you want to pick one of these up, I'll put the link in the description. But I'm impressed by the quality. There's 3 levels, ND8, ND16, and ND32. Right now I'm putting ND16 with my exposure fix to 1/100 and my ISO to ISO 100. Sometimes it might be overexposed, sometimes it might be underexposed. But you know, I can go edit it in post later. But the movement, like the car movement and the road movement, is gonna look more realistic. See some scenery. Yeehaw! Now, the weather is a little bit humid and hot. I'm gonna go uphill, get some fresh air, you know. It's colder up there too. Oh man. All right. Most of my previous videos, they're all in Thai. I am a Thai and I live in Thailand. But from here now, most of my videos will be in English. My English now might be off a little bit, but you know, practice makes perfect. I spoke English since I was young, so I want to practice speaking English again. Yeah, I might get used to it soon. So if you are new here, make sure to like and subscribe, as there will be more videos in English. Huh. Getting a bit dark. I really want to switch things up. I feel like my videos, they start to get boring because I speak my language too much. So now I'm gonna be speaking in English. Yeah, I think I make a good choice. Um, I'm gonna have some new videos like recommend food in Chiang Mai, recommend like tourism places. And as a Thai, I know like every place. You can trust me as a local Thai. And I do speak, pretty good English. Gonna be careful. Sharp curve, slippery road. Alright, now we're here. Look over there. That's the view of Chiang Mai city. Yeah, so I arrived here now to watch the beautiful view of Chiang Mai city. Lovely up here. The weather is good too, you know, not like in the city, it's quite humid and hot. Yeah, here feels much better. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much.